So earlier this morning, Mandy and I come up with an idea that we'd like to turn half of this into a shelter for Elsie, our horse, if we get really bad cold weather or a bad storm come through. Yes, we've got summer and winter rugs for her, but just having a bit of shelter to get her out from the wind and the rain, especially if it's prolonged rain, it'd be nice to give her a bit of shelter. Now this old shed here was actually the last owner. He run a wood mill out of this wee shed here. So these concrete slabs, eventually we'd like to get them removed. I think they're 3 sections, sorry. No, 4. Anyway, they appear to be sections, not one big long slab. So we might ask a favour with the neighbour down the road with his big old Ford tractor with big forks on the front to see if he might be able to lift them for us. So anyway, the plan is we can make it a bit more watertight, get some ply just on the walls here so she doesn't hurt herself on the edge of the wood or anything like that, and run some fence posts out to, say, the edge of the concrete there, and we'll sort of come out a bit and then join up to the corner of the shed. The other half we could probably finish off putting planks of wood there and maybe put the tractor in there. We'll see. But yeah, there's a lot that we'd have to do to it, but it was just a thought. What do you guys think in the comments? Let me know. We'll trim up the iron correctly so it's nice and straight and even. He's obviously just built this out of old second-hand stuff, which is absolutely fine. We'll seal off that corner. We'll trim off the roofing iron, and then we'll put some guttering and run a downpipe into a 1,000-litre IBC tank. We do have the hose out here with a little trough, but I'll try and, with the animal water and stuff, I've got that 200-litre drum off our laundry roof. I try and use as much, how would you put it, free water as possible. So the structure is got the 4 corners, 4 or 5 posts holding it in. We've had some pretty strong wind over the time of being here, and it's never given any problems, so I think it's safe enough for our horse, Elsie. So there's a little bit of work to do there, but it was just a thought. It would at least give her shelter from bad weather. What do you think? Let me know. It's just a waste sitting there, isn't it? Might as well try and do something with it. We've got most of the material, so the project wouldn't cost much, so I could see this probably being a future project. So in a couple of my earlier videos, you'll see there was a shed about here. Now there's next to no evidence that it was there. It's growing really nice. That shed is now in our front paddock with our calf. Again, it was just another shed that was sitting there doing nothing. So I do have a video of that shed and the car body being shifted into the chicken area. And the shed was shifted into our front paddock here. So that's now a shelter for our calf, sheep and goat. And we've actually used waratahs on the corners to hold it down in case of strong wind, and we've had some strong wind already, and yeah, it hasn't moved at all. So it was just probably a little bit too small for our horse. That's why the idea of the other shed come to mind.